So I've been like having a lot of thoughts lately. They've been popping into my mind over and over and over again, same thoughts, and it's kind of been driving me like insane. So basically there's this thing that happens every single December. Well, there's two things technically. One of them, everybody and their mother and their brother and their cousin hits me up to reconnect or apologize for the past or do something. It's every single year, every single December, people from my past hit me up. The other thing is that every single December I cut someone off that like I just wanted to cut off for a long time. It's like a really weird thing, okay? So I don't really know like what to call this video. I'll figure it out. But basically I want to talk about how sometimes you think you're not the problem when it comes to losing a lot of friends, but you really are. So the thing that made me think about this was actually a YouTuber called Simply Nessa. So if you don't know Simply Nessa, she's a girl that's constantly involved in drama on YouTube. She's kind of stayed out of it a little bit this year. I'm not talking shit about her. I actually really enjoy her content. I really like her. But the thing that I've noticed is that the girl is always getting in YouTube fights and she's always losing friends and she's always saying like cutting this person off, cutting that person off, new year, if you don't get a message from me, blah, blah, blah. Like she just acts like people are always doing her wrong, but she has a different best friend like every couple months. And then all of a sudden you just don't see them together anymore and they like unfollow each other and they have a drama, and it just happens really often. But she always makes a video talking about it and talking about how like people are just like fake and this and that and that and this. I feel like she's the common denominator. I don't know her, so I can't say. For all I know, she could just have really bad luck with people and everybody has done her wrong. But then I started thinking about myself and I started thinking about like how I always have different friends and I always have different people in and out of my life, and there's always like that one person that's all over my Instagram and then all of a sudden like we're not friends anymore. So I started thinking like, why? Like this is not normal. I have friends that literally have the same circle and they have kept that circle for years and there's no one coming in, there's no one going out. And then there's me where it's like I have a best friend and then all of a sudden it's like goes down and we're not best friends anymore, and then all of a sudden I have a new best friend and there's like a new best friend, a new best friend, and it's just weird, man. Like it's so weird. I started thinking about how like the only common denominator in every single relationship was, I don't know, maybe me. And I'm like, is it me? Like am I the problem? Like am I the problem? So then I started thinking, what is it that I do that could be the problem? And I realized after like self-reflecting and all that, I'm the problem, but in a way that you're probably not thinking. I'm not the problem in a way that I screw people over or I lie or I manipulate or I'm a shitty person. It's not that. I'm a good friend and I know that. I take pride in being a good friend. One thing that I will say about myself with confidence is that I'm a good friend. I just started realizing that I let anybody in. I do this thing. Ooh, I gotta make another video on this. Sorry. I do this thing where I want to help people. I think it's like the humanitarian Aquarius trait in me. I just want to help people all the time. So it's like when I find someone who's like damaged goods, I like want to help them. So this thing happens where people come into my life, I help them, and then all of a sudden we're not friends anymore. Like for example, there was one girl that I cut off because she was like way too dark, like just the energy was not the kind of energy I wanted to be around or wanted in my house or around my friends. There's another girl I cut off because she was like a cokehead, and there's another one I cut off because she was shallow, and there's another one I cut off because she was fake. Then I realized it's my fault. I'm really good at reading people and knowing, like I'm just really good at it. I'm an empath. I just know when I meet someone, I can feel their energy, I can see if we're gonna be friends, and I am totally slouching, sorry. I just know right away, but I'm just like, I feel bad for them. So now I'm just starting to think like, I can't help everybody. That's gonna be another video in itself, but my thing is that like, I think my problem is that I just let anybody in. I'll meet someone and I'll know they're like a coke addict, or I'll know that they're fake and they screwed over a bunch of their friends, or I'll know that they practice satanic rituals and Wiccan rituals. These are all examples, by the way, based off of true stories, but not fully true. Like I've never been friends with Satanists, just if you wanted to know. Anyways, so I know that from the beginning, but I choose to become their friend, and then I get close to them and I have a genuine connection with them and I really enjoy their company and this, that, and the other, and then all of a sudden it's just like, now what? Like a year later, I'm like, shit, like what am I doing? Like why am I friends with this person? This person like, God, what am I doing? I just clicks one day and I'm like, oh my God, I need to cut this person off. And I'm like, well, I wouldn't have to cut this person off if I just not befriended them in the first place. But I did. So now I'm stuck with a best friend that I'm realizing I don't want in my life anymore. And I'm like, this is not good for me. It makes me sound bad because it's just like, oh, I befriend anybody, I cut them off when I want to. Like, yeah, that's the case, yes. It affects my growth as a person, and I don't want someone in my life that affects my growth, and I don't want someone in my life that does nothing to bring me up and doesn't benefit me in any way, and not in a way that I'm using people, but in a way that, like, why would I befriend someone if they're not helping me grow, they're not helping me prosper, they're not adding to my like knowledge, they're not sharing any new information with me, they're not teaching me shit, I get nothing out of them but a good time. I don't have time for that. I'm 22. I don't have time for good time people, you know what I mean? Like, I want someone that can give me both, someone that can give me a real friendship with values and growth and this and that and the other, and a good time. I just befriend people that I'm like, you're a sinking ship, let me help you, let's be best friends. And then I get close to them and I'm like, I don't want to cut them off, but I know it's what I have to do. And then I sit down and have a conversation with one of my like close friends, like a consistent friend, like Faye or Monica or someone, like Daniela. I'll be like, what am I supposed to do? I want to cut this person off, like I don't know what to do, like I really love them, but I know that I can't have them in my life anymore, and like I just feel like it's not really, like we don't have a like and it's not like I always just want to cut them off, but I love them and I want to be their friend, but I'm like, oh, you're not helping me grow, I'm cutting you off. It's also like, I just know that it's just not good for me, and I just know that like I don't want to be friends with them, even though I do. It's like, it's kind of like being in a relationship. It is being in a relationship, just not a romantic one. It's like, you know the person's not good for you and you love them, but you know what you need to do for yourself, which is break up with them, which is what I do. I literally just broke up with a friend like 2 weeks ago. It was a sinking ship, like it really was. And honestly, if you're watching this, I'm sorry to like, if she's watching this, the girl that I'm referring to, she's gonna know right when I say this. I'm sorry. I know I was kind of shitty about it. Basically what happened was, like, I'm gonna give you guys an example of how I am the problem, but I'm not the problem. We became friends, and I kind of knew right away, like, that we just didn't click. You know those friendships that you just click? Like, for me, I'm the kind of person that I meet someone, and right away I'm like, okay, oh my god, we're gonna be close. I know it. And I can feel when a friendship's gonna be real. Like, when I met Faye in, by the way, her channel is Faye Shot. When I met Faye in grade 9, the first time we talked, I knew we were instant friends. I knew we'd become close. I knew it. I just knew it. Like, the first time we talked, that day we went shopping together, went with her sister to get her nails done, and I went to her house, and like that was the day we met. I just know right away. With Daniela, I knew the first conversation we had, I was like, she seems cool, I feel like we could be really good friends. Like, all my friends, I just know. The real ones, I know right away. With this girl, let's call her Annabella. I don't know why. With Annabella, there was always like something missing. Like, there was like a disconnect. Like, we were just too different. Like, we were just too different. Like, in the beginning it was cool, like it was easy to get over, I think, especially because I didn't really have many friends, so it was just kind of like easy to just like get close. But then I just kept realizing like there's just a wall in between us that doesn't allow us to get any closer, and it just feels awkward. And it went on like this for so long. The entire like 3 years I was telling myself, like, why am I friends? Like, why are we friends? Not in a mean way, but like, we don't have anything in common, and you're not a good friend to me. You are in some ways. I'm not saying she was a bad friend. I'll give her credit. She had her moments where she was a good friend. She didn't really do much for me. I'd talk about myself and it'd go back to her. Like, try and tell her about problems going on and just get awkward silence and no response. You know what I mean? Like, things like that I'd see and I'd be like, why am I telling you this? Like, why am I giving you the privilege of knowing what's going on in my head? Like, because I don't tell anybody that. I don't tell just anybody. But I was like giving her chances, like, okay, let me just try opening up to you and see what happens. And it just went on for too long, and the whole time I was just like, I need to cut her off. This is draining. This is draining my soul. God, I feel so mean if she watches this. I feel like such a bitch. It was draining my soul, and I'm not being dramatic. I'm not being dramatic. I literally was tired when I hung out with her because I felt like I was trying so hard to get her to open up to me and trying so hard to get her comfortable with me, but nothing worked, and I could feel it. Like, I think in her mind she was comfortable and blah blah blah, but I could feel it. I'm telling you guys, like, I'm an empath. I know, and it just didn't feel natural, like a natural friendship. Like, we would have awkward moments all the time. You think I have an awkward moment with Daniela? No. You think I have awkward moments with Monica and Faye? No. Real friends I don't have that with, but with her it was just, we're just too different. I'm a very like open-minded person, you know, deep person, and like I like to talk about real shit. With her it was just like shallow, and I knew it wasn't for me. But I dragged it on, and I dragged it on, and I dragged it on, and I waited for something bad to happen for me to be like, okay, let's take some self-reflection time. Waited a month, silence, and then I'm just like, okay, it's time. And then I finally did it, and I broke up with her when she hit me up, and it felt like a weight was lifted off of my shoulder because I knew it had to be done. And as unfortunate as that sounds, and as mean as that sounds, it just had to be done. And I looked at the situation, and everyone's just like, are you still friends with Annabella? Are you still friends with Annabella? I'm just like, no, I had to cut her off. And they're like, why? Like why? Ashley, like, what is it this time? Like, why are you always cutting people off? And I'm just like, I don't know. And that's when I started thinking about why I do it. And I'm like, I bring the problems onto myself because I know what I'm getting myself into when I allow these people into my life. And then I'm the one that looks like an idiot because it's like, oh, Ashley lost another friend. Oh, oh, you still friends with blah, blah, blah? Nope, I knew it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like known for that. Like I'm just known for that. And then like the thing is, like, they all hit me back up. They always do. They always hit me up. And it's just like, I don't know the point of this video. I'm just talking, you know? Like, I don't know where I'm going with this, just to let you guys know, in case anyone's wondering. I have no idea. I just sat down in front of the camera. I'm like, I haven't done this in a while. Let's talk about some shit. So that's that. And stop letting shitty people into your life when you know they shouldn't be in your life, because you're gonna have to deal with the consequences later, and you're literally gonna be sitting there waiting for them to fuck something up so that you have the excuse to drop their ass. Honestly, for me, it wasn't even that I was waiting for the excuse. For me, it was just like, I never felt like it was something that had to be done. I just kind of like had it in the back of my mind, but I was also like, no, let me give her another chance. But then this one moment in our friendship just changed for me, and it just, there's a cat hair. Just changed for me, and it just really opened my eyes up to our entire friendship and to who she was to me. And I was just like, whoa, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? And when I did it, the people that are really close to me were like, finally. Like, and the other ones that are not close and don't know anything were just kind of like, oh, like, you lost another friend, oh, like, let's see, I bet you in a month you guys are gonna be friends again. And it's just like, no. Like, first of all, new year, new me. Kidding. First of all, that is something I am looking to change. I'm not just saying in the new year, I'm just saying in general from today. I'm so selective now of who I allow into my life. Yeah, I don't have many friends. Yeah, I'm spending New Year's alone because I don't have many friends. But you know what? Honestly, just fuck it. Like, you don't need a lot of friends. Like, you just don't. Like, I feel better knowing that anybody that's in my phone is somebody that I want to speak to. Before, I'd be getting messages all day long, and I'd just be like not answering anybody. Like, literally, you'd see my phone and you'd see like 18 unanswered messages from like 7 different people, and I just wouldn't answer them because I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to talk to any of them. But now, because I genuinely cherish and value and love every single person that is in my phone, that whenever they message me, I can reply now. I don't feel overwhelmed with all the messages in my phone. Now I'm just like, cool, like, I can actually reply in a timely manner because I like everybody in my phone now. I like anybody that messages me. I want them in my life, you know? So that's that. Yeah, so moral of the story of the video, of whatever, I don't know. Just stop letting shitty people in your life and listen to yourself when you see something wrong in a relationship or a friendship or whatever. Just listen to yourself. Just listen to yourself. Yeah, so that's basically the video. I don't know what the moral is, really. Like, I just feel like you should just take my story and kind of see if you can learn from it and apply it to any friendships that you feel like are dead in your life. Like, just dead. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am so happy to be back to filming. I've really missed filming, and I'm so happy that I'm like actually making a video with my light up and my backdrop and my this and my, it's not really a backdrop, it's just a tapestry. But you know, another thing I want to say, 2 things I want to say. Number 1 is I have some new stuff up on zodiachaven.com, so please go check it out. I have such cute Zodiac merch, sweaters, hoodies, mugs, whatever you want. I have everything on that site, okay? Phone cases, I ordered an Aquarius phone case for my new beautiful phone. I ordered a Supreme style Aquarius crew neck. Go check it out. I worked so hard on that site, and I'd really appreciate you guys if you could check it out, make a purchase, and send me your pictures of anything that you purchased. Another thing I want to say is that Daniela and I started a joint channel, and it's super funny, and we are super funny, so go watch it. It's called D and Ash. I'll link both of those things down below. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm happy to be back, and new outro. Let's think of a new outro. I want to come up with a new outro because I really hate stay cute. It's so stupid, but don't stress, stay blessed.